Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. The Baofeng Mini is back with two additional colors, the Quartz and the amber, and of course the gray back here. So you have three colors and two versions. This, for example, came as a UV-5R. R is the dual band version of it. You need to be licensed, you need to be a ham radio operator to get one of those. And this is the UV-5G. G stands for GMRS, so you don't need a license to buy one of those and operate it. Now, they all come in the three different colors, so you can get the UV-5R on amber or in a gray version, or you can get the UV-5G, which is the GMRS, on an amber or on a quartz or on a gray. Whatever you order, you get two radios. When you order from the website, it will show up in a box like this. There's two radios in here, two batteries, wristbands, belt clips. I'll show you everything in a second. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at the 5R. When you open the box, it comes with the belt clip, two USB charging cords, so you can charge them at the same time. You got your two wristbands here. Okay, you got the instructions, very nice instructions here for you to know what you're doing. But I think with the video I'm gonna try to cover everything so you don't have to look at the instructions. If you didn't understand something, of course, feel free to refer to the instructions. This is the other antenna, and in here we have the other battery. Very nice and solid feel. The battery is the 7.4 volt 16 ampere hours. I don't know if you can see it here. Okay, this will last you a long time. Here is another clip, and here is the other amber radio. Beautiful. This is just the plastic here. Yeah, and this is how the battery clips. You start from here, you're going like so, and then you press forward until you hear the click. You hear that? This battery is not going anywhere. If you want to remove it, you just pull this clip back and move the battery backwards, and it will come out just like that. Very nice overall, very nice, beautiful. And then the antenna. Let's hook up the antenna real quick. So this, because it's the R, this is the R, it's the dual band radio. It will not say dual band. This is the GMRS version. So when you turn this one on, it will say 5G. So the 5G stands for the GMRS version. But look, we can receive all kinds here. We can receive all kinds of bands. So let's take a closer look. Okay, let's turn on the radio. As I said, this is the R, which is the dual band version. You need a license to operate a radio like this. This is your VFO-A and VFO-B. You can see here that both are set in H. H is the high output level. This radio can do 5 watts on the high and 2 watts on the low. Okay, really quick, we're gonna go, here is your VFO switch. So if you want to transmit on the UHF band, you can just flip the switch from VFO-A to VFO-B. And with the V and M, right now we are on channels, memory channels, and this is the standard VFO. So if we want, we can dial in the frequency and see how the one this one is muted when we jump into the other one, and vice versa. There you go. So now we will listen from here. We won't listen to this. Here is the menu button here. We will. Okay, let's look at the scan options. Scan, number one option is the frequency range. So we can tell the radio to from which frequency to which frequency to start scanning. For example, from 400 to 470. Okay, or we can tell the radio, sorry, we gotta scroll down, scan mode. The scan mode now, you have three options: time, carrier, and search. Time means that it will find the station, it will stay there for a few seconds and then move to the next station. Carrier is the option that it will find the station, it will find the signal, it will wait until the signal finishes transmission, and then it will continue scanning. And then the last option, the search, is that it will find the station and then it will stop. So then you have to manually give it the order to continue scanning. Moving on, scan memory. So for example, when we go in here, we can memorize all the channels that we find, or use decoder or encoder for the signals that we find. Down here is the radio setup. Real quick, we can adjust the step. The step is 2.5 kilohertz, 5 kilohertz, 6.5, 10. And then over here we can adjust the sensitivity of the squelch. So for example, now it's on level 3. Okay, the more you add to that, the radio becomes, it will receive less. If you leave it at off, you will hear the sound now. Okay, you will hear the noise. If you leave it at, if you put it on level 1, it's there, but it's also very sensitive. So when you travel around and you get like electrical interference and whatnot, you will hear like bzz, bzz, like it will keep coming. So to me, I would leave it at level 2. Okay, this is the power save mode, which is on right now. I will put it off. Let us go up. Power save is okay. Vox switch, we have our Vox option here. That's why I'm looking through the camera and I wasn't looking at the arrow. So I'm just gonna turn off the power save. Here's our Vox switch and level and delay, our timeout timer. The voice here right now is on, so every time I do something, it will speak up. And then here we have the languages, English and Chinese, of course. And over here we have the Roger beep, which is it will be a sound that you will play to let the other person know that we finish our transmission. Let's go back to radio set. Oops, radio set. And there is a beep also that we can turn off. Okay, so it doesn't beep as we move along. The backlight is one of my favorite features because I can leave it always on, especially when I do like videos like these. I need the light to be always on. And moving back to radio, let's go back in here. Yeah, we've covered pretty much everything. So now power image is picture or voltage. So for those of you who are using the radio a lot and you need to know the condition of the battery, you can switch to voltage. So every time you turn on the radio, it will tell you the remaining voltage of the battery before you head out. Here is our dual watch, sorry, on and off, the auto lock, and the alarm mode. So the alarm mode is when since you have a pair of radios like this, or you are in the same frequency with other radios, it will play a sound on the speaker of the other radio in case if you are on distress and you need some help. Okay, let's go back and see the other options. And it will send the sound via the radio, or it will send a code via the radio. Okay, this code obviously has to be unique, so you know that your friend is in distress and he needs some help. Oh, here you can configure the tone. So you can configure the tone from here. And I edit DTMF. These are when you are accessing a receiver, you can have a PTT ID, or you can set the DTMF tone when you key up. This is also the alert. You can select the tone, how the type of tone that it will make, so your friends know that you need something. And these are the side keys. So now we can program the side key. So for example, if we exit the menu and I press this side key, it takes me to radio, because this also can receive radio. And you can type in a frequency, for example, 104.5, right? It's not bad. And so this is the third button down here on the side. Remember, this radio has 2 PTTs. Okay, here you can see this is the PTT1, PTT2, and then the side button that you can program to either. So like I can go into the settings and you have long press and short press. So if I press long, it becomes a monitor, so I can hear my noise. You see, you can change all that. You can change all that, and you can make it. Scan. Like you can press it once, and it will start scanning, or press a long press, and it will become a radio and whatnot. You can change all these settings. Here we can program the channels, and if we go here, we can give it a name. This all can be done manual. It can be done through the NOAA app. You can see below the NOAA app, or it can be done via chirp if you have the wire that connects from the audio to USB. Okay, so for example, you can go into programming channels. You can give it a name. Let's say you have a channel that you hang out with friends. You can set it up where to receive, where to transmit. Okay, and the transmit power, if you want it with low settings, like a low power, because you're gonna be close by and you don't need, like, you want to conserve some of the battery. Here is your toners, if you need tones on the receive, tones on the transmit, and if you want to be encrypted. Okay, look at all these options that you can have. Beautiful. Let's go back. I'm not going through everything because I already did a video with the gray Mini, and I'll put a link on the description below for more options. The last option here was the wireless operations. The wireless operations now is off, and once I turn it on, you will see a little signal here that looks like a Wi-Fi signal. So now this can communicate with the app. Let me show you. Okay, let's look at the app. This is the icon here, the OLA radio. This is how the app looks like. Real quick, I'll show you a couple of things. You're logged in, right? So over here under trends, you can see new models, and you can see all the features and people, like the people that used the radio, what they think about the radio. And we are now connected. This green one is from the other ones that I did before. You see that our icon is on here, the Wi-Fi icon, or the Bluetooth, I should say. The Bluetooth icon is enabled. So now we'll click on the device, and we can read and write frequencies, for example. So look at all the stuff that we can do from our cell phone without having to use. See how it says program? So now they're communicating with each other, and you can see the red light blinking here. Okay. Okay, we are connected. Look at this here. You can see all the channels. Remember, 999 channels that you can store in a memory on both radios, whether it's the GMRS or the dual band radio. So these are some of the channels. You can see the, let me zoom in a little bit better. Okay, the UV-5G Mini. These are all the parameters, and you can scroll to the right. These are our tones for the repeaters, which I have turned off. Our transmit power, bandwidth, scan, add, signal encode. Look at all these options. So let's go into the last channel. Let's go into the last channel. I don't want to mess with the other channels. Let's say channel, okay, channel 300. So channel 300, I can say modify, and then sorry, I can be done from here. There is channel 300. Let's move on all the way to 999. All right, so we'll go to the last channel. I can give it a name, and I can say OCC. So this is my OCC channel, okay? And now I can go in here and go to bulk settings. Where do I want to transmit? Where do I want to receive? Okay, the step, the tones, my transmit power, and all these options. As long as I'm done, I can say confirm, and I can say write to device, some agreement that you need to agree here, and boom, it's gonna go into the radio. This speed and the speed that sure, I will go. Identification fail. Yeah, because I didn't choose the proper radio, but you get the idea. This is how easy it is to program stations in memories. Okay, and last but not least, this radio can copy a frequency. So let's say you are with friends and your friends working in construction, and they have one of these radios. These radios are not programmable. They come with 22 channels, and there's nothing you can do. Like they're pre-programmed. This is actually a very nice radio. I made a video about it. This radio even floats in like on the water. So let's say that your friend is using this radio, let's say, to go hunting or fishing or working in construction, and they are on channel 13. Okay, how do we see which channel is that? So you transmit, and just like that, you press this button. This button will seek the channel. So now I can say put it on channel, memory channel, because I don't want to. Let's go. We should have went the other way. Anyway, so let's put that on memory channel. Let's see if we can go to 100. Okay, so we'll put it in 130. Okay, and we'll say 130. We're gonna say okay. So now this channel is saved. Okay, so now we go from VFO to memory, and we will go to channel 130, and this is our frequency. So let's transmit with this radio. One, two, radio test. And then let's put up the volume here. Oops, sorry. You see? This is PTT number 2 for VFO B, PTT B. 1, 2, 1, 2. And just like that, you copied the frequency. And this is it, the Baofeng Mini, amber, quartz, and gray. 2 versions, 3 colors, UV-5R for dual band, UV-5G for GMRS. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 73.